Freddie Fazbear made it. He made it well.
All right. We are going to be using Photoshop today.
No.
We're going to be looking. I know. Listen. So we're going to be doing a manual UV unwrap instead of that ridiculous stuff. So load up. It's not that bad, girl. Like, it's fine. Fight me. No. Okay. So.
I hate it.
Is it week 4 already?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, so my classes are 7 weeks,
What the heck?
and I got a message saying, hey, your semester is half over. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I still don't know what's going on in that class. Okay,
No. Maddox, you didn't hear my wait.
Treasure
His class
test, right?
is 7 weeks.
yeah, I have 7-week classes. You have 15.
He's also a student.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
He's
Yeah,
also a student.
yeah. All right, anyway, so we're going to make a super low poly treasure chest,
Oh, I love low poly.
and then we're going to do a quick unwrap and basically end up with something like this. This is
High quality.
very low poly.
Can we use block bench instead or something?
Get out. We'll add some treasure to it. I hope to get to it today. We're going to look at another plugin that we can use to make our environment around the treasure chest. But really, we just want to get into normal maps and textures for low poly stuff. I wonder where this even goes. It's like, oh, what's this link? Who knows?
That chest looks like
Oh, it's a YouTube. Okay, didn't know.
I tried being.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, so Super Mario 64 with no textures. So back in the day,
Hey guys, and welcome back to another
oh,
Super
please
Mario
don't
64
talk.
Are you streaming and showing your
Same thing goes for all the shading. Otherwise, this would turn into a completely
This is-
blinded run.
He has his
On the
reaction
flip
cam
side,
on.
though,
This is
Mario
low poly,
also has
like-
a lot of vertex coloring, and I actually played through half the game like
Yeah.
this. But eventually
So
I thought it would
on
be
Mario,
fun
it was
more
literally
easy
just
if I
colors,
overlaid
except those
these colors
spots
with
where
non-existent
you can
textures
see it
to
whited
make
out,
Mario
and that's where they had
white.
textures for eyes and
Anyways,
stuff.
let's get back on track.
But look
After
at
some
this.
banter with
There's like
Luigi
nothing
here,
going
it
on.
looks like he got some rad
Like,
new white sunglasses.
Low
It's
poly
time to
is
finally
almost
enter
no
into
poly
the
back in
textures.
Nintendo 64
The interior
days.
decor is now looking pretty basic.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what we're trying to mimic with this treasure chest. You're welcome, Lydia. Yeah, it was there. It was there. I was in the pun before I even knew it. Okay, so we'll start with the cube.
Notes.
I'm just gonna hit edit mode and shrink this down a little bit. So I'm just gonna grab this face. Oh, there we go, 3 for faces. And I'm gonna pull it down some. I'm gonna pull the bottom up. I'm just shaping. I'm just trying to get a basic general shape. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna type this in. So I want that bottom one right at 0 on the Z, and this one maybe up, and then I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna shift, and then I'm gonna scale on the X and just pull those in till I get my rough box shape. Yeah, that kind of looks like it. I'm going to tab out, then I see what I've done. And so on the X, I'm 1.35. On the Y, it's 2 meters. And let's just round that up to 0.9. There we go. On the Z for the height. So we got a general box shape. So I'm going to do some simple stuff here. Hit tab. And just the top face, I'm going to scale. So we can get that cool, like, treasure chest look. I'll inset it. So I bring that in. And then I'm going to hit E and bring it down.
Sorry, did you scale the top face before you inset, or did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I like where you're going, if you're going where I think you're going. All right, so I'm going to inset first. Haha. So Control Z, and then I don't have to scale the bottom part. So now I'm going to E, drop that down. Let me look at wire mode here and see if that looks about right. It needs to come more. Now, I'll go back to solid mode. I can just grab this. I've grabbed this face. And one of my favorite shortcuts, especially since my number pad's not hooking up, is to select similar coplanar. So everything on that exact level. Now I've got all 4 of those, and I'll scale those out. And then I'm scaling the inside and the outside at the same time, which is nice. So anyway, there's our basic shape. Part 1's done. I said low poly, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, this is low poly. All right, it's going to get a little bit trickier after this. So let me just do this. I'm going to name this treasure chest bottom. Reasure's good too. Yeah. That's what we had after the revolution. So we got rid of all the T. Yeah. Do it in the Haba. What?
How do we make the scale balanced again?
You click it twice, and then you can put it in there.
Oh,
So to balance the scale?
Yeah, to make it balanced.
Okay, so if your guy is unbalanced on the scale here already. Oh, you're scaling. Okay, so here's what you want to do. It's this guy up here. It looks like a chain link right now. So this is where our pivot point is. So you can go bounding box center or median point, either one. It should scale them all kind of equidistant.
what's the difference between the two, if you don't mind me asking?
Bounding box, that's a good question. I'm thinking bounding box center is probably like the whole mesh versus like just these elements.
Okay.
The median point. Absolute guess. Look it up online. Drop your hate in the chat. All right.
Going to the stream right now.
Yeah, he's going to the stream. Okay, so here we go. We got the bottom. I'm going to do the top, and so I'm going to add a cylinder, and that's almost what we need already. Okay, so I'm going to pull this down to, let's try 16 instead of 32. That's going to give me 8. Yeah, that's low poly. Okay. And then the radius, I'm going to cut back just a little bit until it meets the edge. There we go. So like 0.82, 0.83. I got it at 0.82. Just for that, just it meets up the top of this guy. Good deal. Okay. And then I'm going to rotate it on its X. Yeah.
No.
By 90.
What? Why is mine?
Did
Why
you just, it doesn't matter?
Yes.
Doesn't matter?
Yes, it does.
This guy. Okay. Apparently it matters. Okay, let me pull that up into position-ish. So it's kind of in there. We've got the start of it. All right, I'm going to go tab, and I'm just going to get rid of a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to just make sure I'm grabbing and not. There we go. So I'm going to grab those two sides and hit X.
When you made the cylinder, did you do it in edit mode or in object mode?
Object mode.
Object mode. Yeah, it's separate. I want it separate from the guy so that I can lift it up. There we go. So now I got rid of the sides. I'm going to get rid of the bottom parts, and I really just want those 8 polys around the top. So if I select here, and then if I control shift, it's going to find the shortest point between the one I had selected, or control click, not control shift, and select everything in its path. And so I'm just going to hit X, delete those.
Sorry.
Now I've got this. And I'm going to go to edge mode here. So also by hitting 2, and I'm just going to stitch this back together. So I'm going to grab these 2 edges opposite each other and hit F. And then I'll grab the top one and F, F, F. Same on the other side.
Coworker.
All right, we got a rough shape. It's hollow,
Technically, everyone's my
right? These are, if you remember, one-sided faces, so they don't exactly do what we want to do yet. Now I'm going to take, I guess, edges. Let me go edges. So I'm going to grab this edge down here, and then this edge, and I want to scale these out, and I want the rest to kind of slope with it. So I'm going to turn on the proportional editing guy here. So the little dot next to the ski slope. And then I'm going to scale on the Y. And then I can adjust with my scroll wheel the size of the thing. All right, let me look at it from the top. Do it again, scale on the Y some more, and then I want it to be just over the top.
Let's see.
How did you scale on the one?
SY. Okay, that looks right. So now I've got this kind of a funky shape. I just need to make it solid. So I can do a couple of things. I could grab everything and extrude it in. There's a solidify modifier that we can add to this.
Just do that.
Okay, boss. We'll try that. So we'll just do, if I go to the little wrench guy over here, add modifier, generate, solidify, and that is going to thicken this by whatever amount I give it, and I want to get it just about to line up with those. So let's see. Okay, I want to go to wireframe and look at it from the top, and then cross my eyes a little bit and see what's happening.
I'm gonna keep it real. I haven't been watching the last Solid 3 guys. What's going on? So it's top, and now we're trying to scale it. Oh, so it actually misses.
Yeah.
How about the top? Here, do this. Push the Y button.
All right. So the solidify did what the extrude would have done, and it pushed this part down, right? So that's off center. So I'm just going to I can grab either one of those edges. I'm going to grab this edge loop here. So I'm going to hit 2, Alt,
Select. All
and then I'm going to turn my snaps on. So turn on the magnet. I'm going to set that to vertex. And then I'm going to move this down. Oh, turn off proportional editing first. Move it down until, what is happening? Oh, I didn't apply the modifier. That's me. Okay. All right. So you can see if I just turn this off, this is what we still have, right? Because these modifiers are non-destructive. They're happening after the fact. So when I tried to pull it down and match with some vertices that didn't really exist, I couldn't do it. So click that guy back on. And so to apply this, got to go into object mode, and then on the modifier, I'll hit the drop down and say apply. And now it's all real geometry. So I'm going to try that again. All right, so 2, I'm going to Alt and click. So I've got this outer edge, and I'm going to pull down on the Z and then hover on that vertex there. So it's going to snap right to it. So now that's perfectly flat again.
I'm gonna select these.
Okay. And then we'll pull it down. Let me see, we got a shape. Yeah,
Select this one.
that's it. We're done for the week. No, just kidding.
I wish.
Oh, you do wish. You're so rude.
I didn't mean it that way, Professor. How did you fix the thing? I'm sorry. I was helping Lydia with something.
Which thing?
The edges, the bottom edges being slanted.
So after I applied the modifier, then I grabbed the outer edge and pulled it down with snapping on, and pulled it down and then hovered over the vertex of the inner edge. and they hit right there. We like the snapsies. Get into object mode. Yeah, won't you apply odd modifier if you're in edit?
And then you want to scale.
What modifier did you put on it?
Solidify.
Why did we need solidify
Yeah,
for this?
like that one.
Because after I deleted everything else,
And
it was literally just some planes,
Oh,
the one-sided faces.
Got
Can
it.
I see what settings you have behind it?
Repeat until you
Yeah,
set up in a way that you like it.
so I almost always do vertex. There's other times I'll switch to other things, but vertex is my go-to.
I liked using planes a lot. Like snap to planes whenever we were doing the game object, I could just drag it onto the table and it would be off.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I get how to use it. Okay.
Okay. All right. These are good. I think. Let me just.
But not good.
It's not good enough, right?
According-
Exactly.
Where that was a.
According to the prophecies. All right. Let me.
Quote, but
I'm just going to line things up. So I'm going to go to tools here. No, view. And my 3D cursor is perfectly at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We like it. I'm going to make, because I think I pulled that face down just below the plane. See? So why are you like this, man? I'm just going to make a plane, and that's going to spawn in at my cursor, which is at 0, 0. So now I'm just going to, with my snapping on, I'm just going to pull up on the treasure chest and then hit the corner of the plane. I guess it was right at 0. Okay, just making sure. So that worked. All right, I'm going to get rid of the plane. Don't need it. So he's at
kind of what the proportion.
He's at 0. He's good. Scale is, the scale's just off. We got like this 109. So I'm gonna hit Control A and apply scale. And now let me play with this guy up here. See if I can remember what I wanted to do. All right, first let me pull him down so he's sitting atop. And what I want is to change the pivot point of this so that it's right on the edge so that I can just rotate it open. It'll look all cool. So I can set its origin to, I don't like any of those. Remember. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab, so this guy right here, this cursor, if it's on, let you just move the cursor wherever you click. I'm going to try and click right in here, see if it'll let me snap there. Looks good.
Generate.
I'm just going to make sure we don't have, there's weird rotations on that I don't need, so I'm going to zero those out.
You missed it.
And so the cursor is now looking like it's on that edge. So grabbing my treasure chest, top, which I didn't name yet, it's just still called cylinder. Right click, set origin to 3D cursor. This button right here, you click that, and then anywhere you click, the 3D cursor will just go to. Yeah. I'm going to move my cursor back because I just don't like it sitting anywhere else. Okay, so now if I'm going to auto smooth the top, and now let me just try to rotate it. Just needs teeth and a tongue at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we got the top. Just going to change that back to 0. Scale looks good, but I need to bake the rotation because we turned this by 90 on the X. So I'm going to Control A, apply rotation, and then we'll name it treasure chest. We can just call it lid instead of top. Call it whatever you want. Yay, fun. Now, the crazy part, the UV editing. So I've got, just go to 3. Oh, goodness. You be quiet. It's not that bad.
Oh. I don't know if you're close.
Okay, it's back. Yo,
Why did you apply the rotation?
just because. So if I go to export this out into Unreal or Unity or Hammer or whatever, the different rotations and scales need to be set to 0. Otherwise, like you might pull it into your game engine and it's like sideways. So just because I'd rotated it from the original cylinder by 90, I just wanted to bake that so that it didn't have any rotation on it. Probably didn't affect us today very much, but looking ahead, it would. All right. So I've got the guy selected. I'm gonna hit 3 and A, and this is what's left of the original UV. So these 4 and these 4. So these outer faces, everything else we drew back in ourselves. So those faces are living just along the edges here. Awful. All right, I'm going to hit Shift H, and I'm going to go. That's going to hide everything but what I've got selected. And so I want to look at this guy and go to Edit Mode, Edges, and I'm going to mark the seams where I want to unwrap this at. This is what we talked about. Was it this class? The other class?
They talked about this.
We did it with the meeple.
The meeple. Yeah. Yeah. Like pelting, like skinning something so it lays flat. Yeah, okay, that was us. All right, so I'm gonna do that here. So I'm gonna hit Alt. I've got that whole edge, Alt and Shift. So I've both of these edges here. Oh, nice. It went almost all the way around.
Undo.
And I'll just keep going with the Alt and Shift.
And then Y.
And so all the way around the side part. That looks good. And I can just do this a little bit at a time. I don't have to do it all at once. So I'm going to right click, mark seam. And then I'm going to grab the inner and the outer here and mark seam. So now I'll have this top all together, this part of the top all together. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unmark these. So I'm going to grab these corners right in here and clear scene. That way I can work with this as one big rectangle when I'm texturing.
And then go to move.
All right, now with those seams in place, go back to faces, A for all, U unwrap, angle based, and everything's kind of laid out for us in the chunks that I wanted to texture. So this is the full top of the lid. Here's the inside of the lid. Here's all the sides. I am going to want to change how these are laid out. Like these guys, I want to turn. So I'm going to grab, select this guy here so I get all the islands. I'm just going to grab all those, Shift, rotate by, let's try 90. Yeah.
Now we're UV mapping.
And now I'm going to move that over.
At the moment we're UV mapping.
This guy I'm going to rotate by 180. And for this, my sides are going to be the same, right? I'm not going to differentiate between the left and the right side. So these bigger ones are the outsides, and so I'm going to turn on snapping inside here. And also say snap to vertex. And then I'm going to grab this and move it up and try to hover on some edges as I'm moving. So I'm just moving and selecting other edges. So now they should be lined up pretty nicely. And so I'll texture one, and both sides of that will get textured. Do the insides as well, which looks kind of funky here. That was just the way it was zoomed out. It looked like this top was a lot smaller. So I'll drag that down. Go.
We're taking edges, like this is where I have edges right here.
Okay, this guy. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to make my planks go.
Yeah, like those.
Wait a minute. we had vertical grains in Photoshop, right?
Marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this is actually the one I was about to turn is the only one that's where I want it to be. So that's awesome.
And then you're gonna do that.
So pull this guy up with vertical grains. I'm going to want the planks to go that way too. And so actually everything else needs to be turned. So I'm going to rotate that by 90. Grab these all together. Rotate by 90 again. So the planks are all going up and down. Grab those two together, please. There we go.
You're also gonna get this tiny one over here. And then right click.
Come on. There we go.
Over here, go UV. Unwrap.
And then this guy, just because there's not enough room for him, I'm going to rotate him.
Where is that guy from?
That is the
The
bottom lip, I guess.
No, just unwrap. No.
So that we're actually going to have some metal on, but
Where did you put an edge seam for that one?
so
Okay.
it's both sides here. I cleared these just so that I could have that square shape
Alright.
or rectangular shape. Why? I don't know. I just wanted to.
Oh, I see now. Thank you.
Try to line that up here. What's my snapping on? Closest. Let's try center.
Your best and worst friend.
Okay, and so I'm just going to try to center these lines so that they look like they go together. And I'll move these guys out. I'm just fine-tuning, just playing. All right, we're going to say we like that because we've got chapel to go to later, so we don't want to be at this all day. All right, so I'm going to hit A to select everything. Again, you don't have to do that with the right settings here. UV, export UV layout. I didn't even make a new folder. I haven't saved this yet. What am I doing with my life?
Just
No, we're going to do it right. All right, so I'm going to save. Here we go. Back out. Going to make a new folder here. Treasure. Initials.
YOLO.
Exports. Renders. Scenes. And textures. There we go. Save the file in Blender, and then now back to the export. So UV, export UV layout.
This is awesome.
Oh, and I named my scenes Blender. Whoops.
And then we're going to call this treasure chest lid UV. And 1024, no, let's go 2048.
Yeah.
We're cheating a little bit there. I think the texture maps in Mario 64 were like way smaller than 2K. Maybe you were lucky to get a 256. All right, so I'm going to export this. I've got that. We'll do the same with the bottom. So I'm going to tab. Alt-H unhides everything, including Spidey Cube, apparently.
Why is he in the chest?
Because he is the treasure. Yes, exactly.
He went for a deep dive and
Have you met Spider-Man?
found nothing.
He's a treasure. Okay.
Clear sheet.
Overrated.
So Shift-H will hide everything but the bottom now. And I'm just going to do almost the same thing. Yeah. So go to 2 and all. And honestly, I'm going to mark everything. Because look how low poly it is.
Do not question the master.
Who makes it up as he goes. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to mark the seams, and then I can just come and unmark the ones I don't want. So I'm going to keep the top together like I did for the other bit. So I'm going to take these and unmark those. So clear the seams. And those work.
Never.
Yeah, like I kind of like just want to keep all that.
Never stop questioning. Learn from yesterday, live today, and hope for tomorrow.
Bro, next time you get Chinese food, bring everyone a fortune cookie, okay? All right.
I don't like
3AU, unwrap angle based. Everything's nice-ish. We want our planks going this way, so I'm just going to stack these. Actually, I think everything's lined up. They're just inverted a little bit. So the inside guy here, I'm going to rotate this by 180. These are the interfaces. Those will be the exact same. So let's just change my back to closest, and I'm going to line this up here. All right, so these guys are going to get the same texture, the inside, long side. Move them out of the way. That one needs to be rotated by 180. When you're in 2D, you don't have to select a axis. There's really only one way to rotate. Okay, so those are all the inside. This is the short outside. Let's move that. These I'm going to keep different because I'm going to have a lock on the front, but not on the back. So I'm not going to stack those. And then the bottoms, we could try to stack those, but no, I want edges all the way around nicely. Yeah, I'm going to stack it. Here we go.
right click and unwrap.
Yeah, but which one? Conformal, minimal stretch? Unwrap.
Angle based is what I've been using.
Angle based.
All right, so I'm going to stack the bottoms. Yeah, I think that works. This is, again, just going to be metal, so they can just sit here in the corner. And now I just want to line these up so that the planks look like they're going straightly across them. So I'll line these up. I wish I had room for all of them, but
Dang it, I can't line them up correct.
Yeah.
This is
well, what did we decide here? All right, I'm going to Alt-H, unhide everything. Again, this is the lid. Which way does it rotate? That way. So this is the front. So that's the front face. All right, if I select a face here, then the corresponding one will light up there. So that's the front. This is the back. The back, I don't care as much about it lining up. The front, I do want to line up. So grab that. So the planks will look like they're going very nice and straightly across the front and the sides, and we'll try to fake it with the back. And then we can do the same with the insides. So those will line up too. And the rest we just make up. All right, we're going to call that good. And we've got to remember that this is the front with the lock, and then this is the back just hanging out by itself. Select everything. UV, export UV layout. We're still at the 2048. Pop up to my textures folder.
Oh no, I did 1, 2, 1, 2, 4.
It's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
You only lose a few points. No, you're all right. I just like to stress you out. It's fun. All right. For now, we're done in Blender, so hit that Control S. Did I really save this as untitled? I didn't give it a name?
I'll call it do what you want because
What a slacker. I did. I saved it as untitled. Okay, let's just be better people.
Well, Polly says.
Or just treasure. That's for what I'm going to do. All right.
I'm gonna rename mine to do what you want because of Pirate History. You are.
Dang pirates.
Talk about pirate stuff.
We did. We did.
This morning or last night, I don't remember.
They all blur together with my 2 hours of sleep.
Wait, did you actually get 2 hours sleep?
Yeah, if I was lucky. Something along those lines.
I wouldn't doubt that Pop only gets 2 hours of sleep a night.
Listen. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to open both of these. So I'm Photoshop. I'm going to open both of the layouts here. Treasure chest lid, treasure chest bottom, and Control H, because I don't like that grid until I actually want it. And here we've got all of our stuff. So how much time do we have? A good amount? Fine. All right, let's start with the wood. So I'm just getting a couple of shades of brown here. Just making it up.
I just barely had enough characters.
And we'll start with the lid.
Are we doing the fibers again?
Yep. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and name layer 1 to UV outline so that I know where it's at when I need to hide it. New layer.
Wait a minute, I don't see it. No, I have to go back.
What have you done now? Oh, this guy.
Oh.
Filter, render, fibers. Render tree? Okay, that's interesting. And play. Who knows? Yeah, kind of like that. All right, I've got a wood base. Just to keep things similar, now that I've got my wood grain, I'm going to Control C and copy this and paste it in
This is going in the direction of
to my other one. So they'll have the same wood, top and bottom.
Sorry, how did you make it like lighter on some, or is that just like,
What?
why is it like lighter on some?
Because those are stacked. There's 2 UVs. Yeah. Which is because we're going to hide them before we export anyway. But yeah, those tell us some about what's happening here. These are stacked. These are not. So it all works out. We've got wood, and it almost looks like we've got planks because we can see the lines in the UV. And that's kind of what we want. We want that lined look. So keep that on, and then I'm just going to make a new layer over the top of that. And this guy right here, that could be a rectangle or a circle or elliptical marquee tool. I'm going to go to a single column and zoom in a bit. And I'm just going to start selecting where those lines are already at. And then we'll make lines there for planks. So the planks will line up nicely with our actual model. So I'm just shift and I'm clicking roughly in the spot where the UV lines are at.
What if it's slightly off?
Then, you know, you get fired, I guess. I don't know. What do you want?
You gotta first apply, so you got this qualified.
I know. Can't hold on to a job for nothing. All right, and I'll grab these.
You can.
I'm gonna want a different setup up here, but we'll set that up later. All right, so I've got the lines for these, for the bottom or the top of the top, the outer of the top, and then I've got the lines lined up for the inside and outside planks of the sides. So with all of that done, I'm going to right click and fill with black is fine. So now I've got these black lines. It's 1 pixel wide. It's not going to do much, but we can use it. So I'm going to hide my UVs, Control D to deselect. Can you see the lines? Aren't they nice? Me neither. All right, so we're just gonna call it lines. Double click on this guy, and it's going to open up our layer styles. And we're going to go crazy. So I'm going to go with an outer glow right off the bat. Blend mode normal. That actually looks kind of good, whatever that's set at. So outer glow of a black color at a 29 opacity, blend mode normal, spread 5, size 10. I didn't plan for this, but I think it looks good. We can make it deeper, but those planks look pretty aight. Do a what?
Like you could do a little inner shadow shenanigans.
Yeah, you can layer on the layer styles and go crazy. Do color overlays. Honestly, though, I think the outer glow gives us what we need. I may go wider on it though. So I just double click in here usually, or with the layer selected, you can hit this FX guy down at the bottom. I don't know. There's other shortcuts, but just double clicking in here became a habit. I don't know, some 800 years ago. Oh, so once I had all the dotted lines selected, I very carefully right-clicked inside one of those 1 pixel lines and said fill with black. All right, so I'm going to change these up a little bit. I'm going to go up on the spread. We'll just double them both and see what happens. So we go from 5 and 10 to 10 and 20. Let's go 10 and 15. And then I think what I'm going to do is stroke, but not that much. So again, these started as 1 pixel. I want the lines to be a little more obvious. So I hit the stroke, I'm changing it to black, and then let's just try 5. Yeah, so now we got a 5 wide stroke, and we're really seeing the difference between those planks.
Yeah, you hold it. So
I like it.
over here, UV, and then unwrap.
Okay, so now we've got planks. It looks very random, but they line up with part of our UV.
Part of it.
Part of it. So check this out. So this part I don't like. Right, I want the lines to be separate up here. So on my lines, I'm just going to rectangular marquee.
Okay.
I'm going to cut these guys out of this area. So I select that, delete, and then I'm going to make a new layer. And then go back to the single column marquee
You
again.
don't want to have these selected. You want to clear those, and then you're
Getting closer. So we're going to repeat the process. So I want this line.
So you see where it's like going in.
And this line,
Yeah, you want to clean that.
I kind
Well,
of feel
those-
bad for the UV people in the video game.
so UV unwrapping and texturing is like a huge part of the process.
Yeah.
For the longest, I didn't even want anything to do with it. I was like, just let me make the models.
I still don't want anything to do.
But I've gotten to where I really enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah. All right, so I've got those selected. So some new, yeah, it may be Stockholm. It's fine. But I'm more employable. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, that's pretty rough. Okay. Zoomed in, I think those lines are a little thick, but we'll look. Okay, so I got a new set of lines on a new layer. I'm going to do the same thing. Right click, fill with black is fine. And do I want to go through all of that again? No. Check this out. All right, so I'm going to Control D, deselect. So I'm going to right click on the lines. I'm going to copy the layer style and then click on the new layer and right click and then paste the layer style. Yeah. And now I've just got to get rid of, on this side, the duplication. Now we got too many lines there. So on my second layers, go back to my rectangular marquee, mark, I don't know, and delete those. And so now we've got two separate things of lines. Call this lines 2. And we kind of don't care what's outside of the UV because that's not being shown. Let me just hide that again, and then we'll keep with that. It looks good. And yeah, we got a few minutes to do this. All right, so that's my wood grain over everything. I'm going to come down here to the wood grain. I'm going to hit plus, so I'm going to have a new layer in there. We're going to call it metal. And then I'm going to completely make it up because I forgot the exact steps I usually do. So
Do we have a video tutorial on this one?
maybe somewhere. All right, so I'm going to go click this little guy over here, go back to black and white. I'm in my new metal layer off by its lonesome. And I'm going to go to filter and render. And I think we're going to just, whoa, what just happened?
Lame.
Frame? No, that's not what I meant to do. Filter, render, and I want clouds to start with. So we're getting a kind of a rough.
Ugly.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Just awful. What?
How do I tell Photoshop to stop telling me about generative AI? It won't get off my screen. I know.
Good luck.
What?
Yeah. I think I finally got mine to shut up about it, but I don't remember how many X's I had to click.
So here's an idea.
A generous amount.
So here's an idea. Find the address to Adobe's headquarters.
Oh my gosh, no, let's not go here.
I
Get a
agree.
huge truck, particularly one that has like one of those
Okay.
that has one of those bumpers.
So I did a render difference cloud over it, and it's darker. And I'll probably play with this some more. But to get it,
No, that's I'm telling you, you need these.
where do I gotta find what I'm looking for here?
No.
Surface blur, motion blur. Let's just do a motion blur. So I did clouds, I did difference clouds, and now I'm going to do this motion blur over the top of it. We'll set it to like 40 degrees, and I want to really stretch it. So I'm going to go like, let me just see what it looks like at 100. Just kind of want to smooth that. We'll go 200. Just want to smear it. What are you doing?
We're both quite behind.
Okay. So what year are you watching?
No, this
30 minutes ago.
Okay, okay, I didn't know.
30 minutes ago.
They're like 2023 guy knew what he was doing. I'm just gonna go watch that. All right. So I've got this smear that I like, but I think it's too dark. So I'm going to add. Hello. There we go.
Does this mean I'm gonna have to listen to my comments over and over?
I mean, if I've got to, you have to. I'm going to do a brightness and contrast. So hit this little two-sided circle here, and I'm just going to brighten this guy up. Oh, that's going to be over my wood. I'm going to hate that too. Okay, I don't like the way my metal is turning out at all. So we're going to fake our way through it, and then I'll return on Thursday with some better metal. But for now, let me get rid of that. I'm just going to do it here. So just on the layer instead of as a add-on. Delete that. Delete that. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to come up to image and do some adjustments here. So I'm just going to do some brightness contrast right on this layer. All right. And then I'm going to do probably a color overlay just to get it more of a uniform gray because it's really contrasting. So I double clicked in here, pulled up my layer style. I'm going to do a color overlay. It's already set to a gray, which is nice. It's going over everything. And then we can play with some of this. Darken's interesting. Do normal, it's fine. All right, again, we'll come back, we'll make better metal later, but for now we've got it in place, and I want to do the actual point, which is what I'm going to want is I want metal basically outlining all of this. This is going to be all metal, and then I want metal banding around each of these shapes. So this is the inside of the treasure chest. This is the outside of the lid and here. And so I'm going to go and to my UV outline. Just hide this for now. Need something back there. All right, so I'm going to go to my UV outline with that selected. And I'm going to use my magic wand, and I'm going to start selecting all of the parts that are lighter, right? Our actual outline. See, it's having some problems with some of the lines in there. Looks like we got it all. There. So now there's no lines there. So I've got the entire UV outline selected. I guess I could have just selected what was not the UV outline. That would have been smart. She's over there shaking her head like, you idiot. Okay, thanks. Appreciate that. All right, so I'm going to use this as a mask. So I'm going to make a new layer with this selection here, and I'm going to fill it just so I know what I'm looking at. So I'm just going to right-click, fill with a color. That's fine. Okay. Move my UV outline to the top. Come back down here, and this is, we're going to call it a mask. Select all the stuff there. So again, with the magic wand, I'll try the outside in version. There we go, and then shift click that. So I want to shrink this down so that I will be deleting from the metal and revealing the wood behind. So I'm going to go to select, modify, contract, and let's try it at 15 and see what that looks. No, this is a 2048. Let's start this at 25 and see what that looks like. Nope, I want to go the other way. I'm going to Control Z. So I've got since I selected the outside, I've got all the blank stuff selected. So I'm just gonna hit Control-Shift-I and invert my selection. Now I've got the shape selected. Now I can do what I want to do. So select, modify, contract. 25 is not enough. So try it again. Let's just try 40. That's fine. So now we got some metal banding all the way around. At least I'm imagining it that way in my head. So I'm going to take my metal. With this selection, I don't even need this anymore. I'm going to go to my metal, and I'm going to hit X. Wrong. I'm using Blender shortcuts. I'm going to hit delete. There we go. And then Control D to deselect. And you can see I've got metal banding these shapes and with the wood poking through. I'm going to probably want to put the lines for the wood under the metal. So I'm going to grab those two, just drag them down here, just over the wood. And then if I hide my UV outline, this is basically what we've got for now. We'll get a better metal, and we can start doing cool stuff like putting rivets on. Yeah, we got a few minutes. All right, so I'm going to do just above the metal, I'm going to make a new layer. Use the elliptical marquee tool, and we zoom in some. So I'll start with one rivet. So I'm just selecting, hold shift to keep it a circle, like 28, 30 pixels, something like that. 29 is good. All right. So I'm on a blank layer. I've got this circle selected. I'm going to fill it. So right click, fill with a color. We'll make it look better later. And now, whoa. I got to find the right.
I hate tweaking with like small.
I don't
small
want
things in
that.
Photoshop like that.
Yeah, like I just want to move it. I literally just want to move it. There we go. What? Stop trying to help me. Oh God, I hate it. Okay.
Hey, hello, we are your AI assistant.
Right? You don't know what you want. The AI overlords are now in charge.
There's no way we wanted to click that little circle, right?
Yeah. All right. So now I've got that on top. Maybe. So I've got layer one.
What's your scale right there?
There. All right. So that's, yeah, it was the first shortcut I wanted. So if I hold Alt and click and move it, then I can make a copy of it.
Wait, no.
And unfortunately, that's making it new layers every time.
Go to object mode. Right click.
Y'all, this used to be much easier.
Oh wait, sorry. Object.
So Alt, I'm just moving rivets around.
Scale. Scale. Not that one. Up. Yeah.
So I'm finding I've got to click off of the goofy tool that it's trying to give me, and then sneak in with Alt and click and move. Is down the front, back, whatever. Just put some more rivets there. Seriously, stop. Who said I wanted to rotate this? No one.
We at Adobe did.
But they're trying to help you. All right, so I'm just moving some rivets around. And then every time I think I've got it, I get frustrated.
Such as the irony of life.
Yeah. And put them at those corners. Let's do the corners for now. You can put rivets on the top of this metal part here so it looks a little more interesting. Again, unfortunately, this is just making layer after layer of these little dots, and so we'll have to combine all those later. I'm trying to be really quick, so it's looking sloppy, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna go find all these guys. So layer 1, copy 1 through, gosh, 20? How many did I make here? So from the top to the bottom, I'll shift click all of those, right click, merge layers. It's right in front of me. There it is. So now I've just got one layer of these. I'm going to name it rivets. And then I'm going to make another layer style out of it. So I'm going to double click up in here. I'm going to want to, what do I want to do? I want to do a bevel and emboss so that it looks a little like it's sticking out. We want it to go up. We want it to be an inner bevel. Chisel soft is fine. Depth, whatever. I'm just playing with the size. Do it the size and the soften a little bit. We just want to make it like look highlighted round a little bit. Yeah, looks kind of good. So do a bevel and emboss. We could do a little bit of a outer glow or a drop shadow, but the drop shadows only go one way. I will do a little bit of an outer glow just so they've got some like shadow to them, but not too much. Spread by like 2. So I did all that, and now I'm going to come up here on the rivets layer itself, and where it says normal, I'm going to change this to like an overlay, and then I'm going to drop the fill. So it's not going to be showing that black color we originally selected. It's just going to be showing on those shapes the effects we did to that. So they're bleeding right through, and the rivets look like they're made of the exact same metal that's underneath them. We'll pretend we like it. And I'm just going to hide the UV outline because we want to move on. We can do so much more. Oh, you know what? I do want to do something else. This metal needs to look cooler. Go down to my metal layer. And I'm going to give it an inner glow, outer glow, yeah. Just so we have some shadow all the way around it so it looks like the metal's up higher than the wood. So outer glow, crank it up a bit. Just subtly playing with light and shadows to, again, make things look like they have more detail than they really do. Like maybe 10 and 20 looks good for me. All right, now I'm ready. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna say I'm ready. So I'm gonna save this. First, I want to save the PSD file with all of the, not PDF, for the love, gross. There we go, Photoshop PSD in my textures folder. So this is a treasure chest, lid, UV, and then I can come back, and when I've got better metal or better, you know, anything else I want to do, I've still got access to all the layers and fun stuff. All right, that's saved. Now I'm going to export the PNG. So File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. I'm going to call this Treasure Chest Lid, and I'm going to call it Color. Color. And it wants to go to Downloads? Really? Treasure, texture, put it in there. There we go. And with 10 minutes left, we'll do the bottom you can do. And then actually going to get ahead of us just a minute here. So I'm going to go to that wonderful website that has what Photoshop took away from us. No, not new project, open. Don't even worry about it. All right, and so this is,
Worried about it.
there we go. There's the color. And we'll do the same thing we did before. Wow, those are just not even lined up. Somebody was in a hurry. Filter, 3D, normal map. Huh. That looks like it's popping out, right? I think I want to invert that. There we go. I think that looks like what we want.
What if we did it the other way? Like, what if we
It would look really funky.
I kind of want to try it
Yeah.
now.
Have fun with yourself. Okay. So we got that file, export as PNG. And then instead of color, we're going to call this normal. And it's saving somewhere. Yeah. Are you using an ad blocker? Absolutely. All right. Yes, put it in textures. I hope this isn't going to overwrite what I did. Okay. All right, we think that's good. Back to Blender. We'll apply this, and we still have a couple minutes to maybe build a wall. Maybe. Probably not. All right, I'm going to go to material mode. I've got my treasure chest lid. I'm going to give it a material. Treasure lid. It needs a base color that is an image texture. I'll click on open and go find it. So treasure chest lid color. Ooh. Ah.
Wow.
Right? Aren't we amazing? All right, let's make it look better. So I'm going to go normal. And then I'm going to click on normal map. And then under the color, I'm going to click this and say image texture. And again, click on the open and go find the normal map. Now it looks kind of cooler. You want to up the strength of this just to see. Yep, there's the normal map at 10. We can see like some bumpiness to the wood grain. Some pixels that we ignore. Those did line up nicely.
Very cool.
JK, don't just hit R. Open it properly. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. We love normal maps. And then the inside, yeah.
It's completely dry.
I wish I took this class for 3D.
Yeah. So we had it as a prereq, but then we decided no.
Well, that's good. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to take it.
All right. Same process with the bottom. Add a little lock something to the front there on the texture. And then with just a few minutes left, even though I got to go hurry too, I'm going to go to Edit and Preferences. And the add-on that I'm going to be playing with is right in front of me, Extra Mesh Objects. So you probably just search it up here under the Get Extensions. If it's not already like by default in there and you just got to turn it on. I know it's Not hard to find. I can't remember if this is the one that's in there by default or not.
Finish the first part. All
This guy. Anyone not have it and tell me what you see when you go to preferences? So I just need you to install extra mesh objects.
No, it's
Okay.
not a default thing. I had to download it earlier.
Okay, so yeah, you can search for it or go find it, download it.
What's it called?
Extra mesh objects.
I made the mistake thinking that it's called Wall Factory.
And we'll look at it again on Thursday, but I just wanted to turn some of you crazy people loose. So I'm going to right click. No, just up here. I'm going to add mesh, extras, and wall factory is what we're trying to get out of this. And we get walls. It's crazy. So it just adds a bunch of bricks. This is all based on some geometry nodes.
It's huge.
And you can go like make it radial, curved, like you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. Make a bunch of walls, merge the blocks together.
Castle Monster.
Yeah, castle monster. Make the whole castle be a mimic. That's fine. Add teeth. Add slots. So there's like an arrow slot there. Turn the openings on and off so you want a window or don't. So play with this. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Well, I like the krenels. And we'll keep the opening. We'll ditch the slot. I come in here and I think I can even say, give me more. Yeah, the bottom arch to that. So it's an even crazier window. Hit repeat. Now I've got 3 windows. So quick way to make some walls. I'm gonna get just really goofy because I got 3 whole minutes left. So let me save. I'm gonna grab this guy, pull it backwards from my treasure chest, and do probably the worst thing ever. And tab 3. Where's my stuff? Turn it on, back on again. There we go. 3, and then actually I'm going to go 2. No, 3. 2. A, grab everything. Control B, and I'm going to bevel all of it. Yeah, it's crazy. This is. They said it couldn't be done. They said it shouldn't be done, but I did it anyway. And then we'll give it. Yeah. We're like, we saved so many polys with this treasure chest. Let's go nuts.
Yeah. Oh, game textures? I have no idea.
Just make it a dark gray. Whatever. Looks cool.
Yeah, I might take it because I remember I was bullied again.
All right.
Who bullied you?
She, don't listen to her. Don't. All right. So that can help. We're gonna look more at the bottom of the treasure chest. We'll look a little bit more at the wall factory, and then we'll start making some treasure to go in it on Thursday.
I think everything's.
No. What's up? I don't know. Why's everyone rolling up in here?
Well,
I'm getting attacked.
I was going to talk to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's up?
So I'm